Back in our 2012 Chevy Silverado, we've installed the FORTIN standalone remote starter system. We've programmed the FORTIN EVO-All, and we've programmed the TB GM2. We're going to verify that our standalone remote starter is working. To trigger the remote start, we want to press the lock button 3 times. Press the lock button 3 times. The ignitions will initialize. The vehicle will crank, start, and run for 15 minutes. Okay, that's working correctly. We're going to shut the vehicle off. This can be done by pressing the lock button 3 times as well. Okay, now we're going to add the CRIMESTOPPER REVO-START antenna system. It's an actual RF kit with 2 5-button remotes, antenna, a cable, and a box to join the data cables together. I'm going to show you how to connect it and program it. Okay, first of all, with the data cable box here, we're not going to need the power plug for this application. Power is going to be supplied through the T-harness. I want to take the harness, the EVO-All, and we're going to find the plug that's zipped up to the back here if you're upgrading a system. If you're adding it, we'll already plug this box in for you. I'm going to basically plug it into the end with a clip. We're going to lock it in. Then we're going to take the cable. One side of the cable has 2 ends. The other side of the cable has a single end. We're going to take the end of the cable with 2 ends. We're going to find the cable with a clip. We're going to plug that into the other side of the data cable joiner box. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now we're going to have the cable with 1 end left with a clip on it. We're going to plug that into the REVO-START antenna. Okay. Now we're going to program the remotes. I'm going to be programming 2 CRIMESTOPPER 5-button remotes here. I'm going to program both of them to the REVO-START. I'm going to need the key to the vehicle, and we're going to need access to the EVO-All. To program the REVO-START, I want to unplug the EVO, hold the programming button while plugging in the 4-pin plug. I want to release when the blue and the red light are lit. Once the blue and the red lights are lit, we let up on the program button. Now we're going to press the program button. The lights are going to go out. We're going to hold it down until they come back on. The blue and the red light are going to come back on. Now, the last step before we can program the remotes is to put the key in the ignition and turn the ignition to the on position. The yellow light in the middle of the EVO will come on when we do that. Now we would push the lock button on the first remote. The blue and the red light will blink when it accepts the remote. If you watch now, the second remote is programmed. We shut the key off, remove it from the ignition. The Revo antenna system is now programmed. We can lock the vehicle, we can unlock the vehicle, and we can trigger remote starting of the vehicle. Show you unlocking. Locking. We're going to shut the vehicle off. Okay, so we still retain our standalone capabilities as well.